All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahawah, Yahawah, double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to elect, which we go to be. It's your brother Kawad here. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites to bear the shame of looking like heathens. To be able to witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of Heavenly Father is Yahawah, who the world only calls Jehovah, God or Yahweh. And the name of Heavenly Son is Yahweh, who the world only calls Jesus Christ or Jesus Christ or Yeshua. Quick lesson. Any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit, it's the Holy Spirit, whether you believe or not. And I want to make clarification, you know what I'm saying, make things and stuff more clear and stuff. If I had not before, it's that, excuse me, on this music, my name is hell. But anyways, it's like this. When it comes down to an MOTB, we already know and stuff how devastating and stuff and what's the judgment's going to be for those and stuff who take it. You know what I'm saying, and as brothers and stuff always saying stuff in their videos, they always say, if you take it. Right, so I'm going to the Mir- uh, uh, Merriam Webster's dictionary. Right, so I'm going to the word "if." Right, it's the word "if" in an event that allowing that, or the assumption that a condition that whether it says used as function word to introduce an explanation expressing a wish. You know what I'm saying, right? So a wish and stuff goes into something that you want. You know what I'm saying? If I had one wish, right? So that means the stuff that you have a lack. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a lack of stuff, then guess what? It's something and stuff that you want to feel that lack and stuff, meaning where you don't lack it no more. You know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes down to the MOTB, the market of beast, the thing is that you're gonna have to sit up here and you're gonna be in lack when it comes down to food, transportation, hospitality. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to yourself, right? If you live with someone or not, you know what I'm saying? These things are going to be compromised and stuff unless you have the MOTV. Like the scripture says, you cannot, you won't be able to buy or sell unless he that has the MOTV, right? You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that, you know, when we say if, that means and stuff, the opportunity and stuff is there if a person stuff chooses whether if they're going to get it or not. You know what I'm saying, right? And I know, because when I go into the Revelations 13 and 14, it talks about deceivers those that dwell upon the earth. Now, when it comes down to deceit, I'm pretty sure and stuff, I already know and stuff what most people and stuff is going to be like, well, I just got to deceive you any type of way and whatnot and stuff. No, the Lord actually and stuff makes it for sure. He fine line, one lane. You know what I'm saying? That can't nobody get out of and stuff because his way and stuff is law. His ways and his words and stuff is law. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna prove to you and stuff that guess what? Not no pride, but I'm gonna prove to you and stuff that guess what? Uh, 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 according to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? It's if it's based off according to the Lord and whatnot and stuff. It's only one way and stuff for things to happen. Like the scripture says and stuff, he's not the author of confusion. It also says in Romans 3 and 3, it says, or 3 and 3 or 3 and 4, it says, let the Lord be true and every man a liar. You know what I'm saying, right? And I know when it comes down to this, to the words and stuff that's there, you know what I'm saying, right? But it's a reason and stuff why the Old Testament and New Testament stuff had a concordance, you know what I'm saying, so you can look up those words and stuff based off those definitions back then. You know what I'm saying? Because you got something that's called Newspeak, you know what I'm saying, which gives you and stuff a whole totally different stuff, understanding and stuff when it comes down to the scriptures. Now we can use it, you know what I'm saying, right, to the benefit and stuff of those and stuff who understand. But when it comes down to the law, when it comes down to Yahweh Shem Yashai, when it comes down to Yahweh Shem Yashai, when it comes down to Yahweh Shem Yashai, you know what I'm saying, he don't deal with Newspeak. He deal with the speak and the definition stuff that was created and stuff when things was written. what I'm saying? Remember, there's no private interpretation. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to man, private interpretation stuff comes from the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He gave us the tools, you know what I'm saying? And also spiritual men and whatnot and stuff to know which words and stuff to use and which words and stuff not to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as it says in Job 4:7, whoever perished being innocent. So that's the point of stuff that I'm going to go on. So when it comes down to this word if, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm finna go into other ones. It says, condition, stipulation, supposition. I guess that's what the word is, right? But condition, you know what I'm saying, right? So the if, you know what I'm saying, is, you know what I'm saying, rather than not and stuff, you're going to make a choice to do this or to do that. You see, right? So I'm going to get this word too, because it's like, it's like if you get that, so let's get the word get. And it says to gain possession of, to receive as a return, earn. You see, earn, right? It says to obtain by concession or entreaty. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? It's gonna be it's gonna be a contract. It's gonna be an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Right? And even when it comes down to contract according to this world and whatnot and stuff, if there's something that needs to be physically done onto you and whatnot and stuff, that's what they still need your consent. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go through with the procedure or not. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no contract out there and stuff. You know what I'm saying? According to the rules of this world and whatnot, ain't no contract out there and stuff where it's like, you know what? Uh, uh, since you signed here and whatnot and stuff, we have the legal rights and stuff to sit up here and do this and do that and stuff without your permission. There ain't nothing out there and stuff. Why? Because they can get sued. They can get sued. You know what I'm saying? And things and stuff can backfire upon them and stuff, right? And when it comes down to most people and stuff, they don't want shit like that and stuff to happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got false people out there and stuff, right? But the thing is that there's a model, not even a model, there's a method, a personal method and stuff when it comes down to the world, where it's like you still gonna have to say yay or nay. Like the scripture says, yay or nay, say let your yays be yays and let your nays be nays. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? Because other than that stuff would be wickedness, right? Well, when it comes down to and stuff, you know, there's a three there's a three there's a three part process, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to today's world. You know what I'm saying? You got verbal, you got written, you know what I'm saying, and then you got the very action. You know what I'm saying? Once the action is done and stuff, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Because you agreed to it. But if you disagree and whatnot and stuff, when it comes down to the action and whatnot, they can't be like, well, you said this, you written that and stuff. They're gonna have to rip that shit in half. You know? You know? Right? So this is get it says to obtain by concession or entreaty. It says to become affected by it's like it says to seek out and attain. So guess what? You gotta want it. You gotta want it. And what's the squeeze? The squeeze is gonna be, guess what? You ain't gonna be able to pay for food. You ain't gonna be able to pay for clothes. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to live anywhere and whatnot and stuff. When it comes down to the normal, when it comes down to the regular or the standard necessities and stuff, when it comes down to each individual and stuff that's upon this earth, you know what I'm saying, right? If you don't have that MOTB and stuff, guess what? You're not gonna be able to partake in stuff when it comes down to society, even when it comes down to necessities. You know what I'm saying? Bare necessities of life will come to you, will come to you. Nah, it's a jungle book, right? But when it comes down to the necessities, you know what I'm saying? Necessities and stuff, however you say it, tomato, right? When it comes down to it and stuff, if you don't agree with it, you know what I'm saying, with the current order, you know what I'm saying, when they bring forth the newer order, which is going to come with the MOTB, and you say no to it and stuff, you're not going to be able to partake. Let's say if you got a car, no more gas. You know what I'm saying? Say if you got a house, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get moved out. You know what I'm saying? Say if you got an apartment and stuff, you're going to get moved out, you're going to get kicked out and stuff. Why? Because this is going to be the new system. Even if you got a job and whatnot and stuff, it's like, well, I work here and I'm supposed to get paid and stuff. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? The payment's still going to be there, but they're going to have a brand new way to pay and whatnot. And guess what? They don't want that stuff in your pocket. That brand new way to pay, that brand new way to pay and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They wanting stuff inside your body. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's gonna be based off your choice. You know what I'm saying? I looked up some information, you know what I'm saying, and you got a lot of people out there and stuff, well, we ain't gonna wait for you and stuff to choose. Well, guess what? That's what goes and stuff when it comes down to Job 4:7. Whoever perished being innocent. You know what I'm saying, right? So the thing is that you're gonna have to make the choice and stuff in order to be guilty. And that's what makes the Lord so fair. You see? That's what makes Yahawah Shem Yahshua fair, the Heavenly Father fair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. I'm gonna tell you stuff, what's required, you know what I'm saying, and what's not required. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you the punishments of those. I'm gonna tell you the end result of things that's required, and I'm gonna tell you the end result of things that's not required. You know what I'm saying? Right? And the thing is that everything stuff's gonna be based off choice. You know what I'm saying? Because with him giving us instructions, you know what I'm saying, that's fitting stuff to his spirit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much what that was is that it shows that you gotta pretty much what that shows is that, I told you and stuff, good and evil. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know how they say the cons and the pros of certain shit? Well, the pros of living according to the law, statutes, commandments, and having faith, mingle with it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And the cons going against that format, you know what I'm saying, is to bring damnation upon yourself. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be permanent damnation. It can be just damnation stuff for that time. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because guess what? With us being in this time of grace and stuff, with us being able to receive mercy, we can sit up here and be like, you know what? I live wrong right now and stuff, but then guess what? I can change that way and whatnot, and no longer and stuff touch that shit that brings damnation and stuff upon yourself. You see? Right? It says to obtain and bring where wanted or needed, right? Beget, to cause to come or go, to cause to move, to cause to be in a certain position or condition, to make ready, prepare, to be subject to receive by way of punishment, to suffer a specific injury. Like it says, to achieve as a result, right? You know, it says of military activity and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that the Lord and stuff got his government. And his government and stuff is his rules and regulations and stuff to control the nation of Israel while they can stay, so they can stay in their godly estate. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that and stuff, you turn into a peasant. And this is what level or status or circumstance or situation and stuff that the Lord and stuff does not want us to be in. You see, right? So I'm gonna get to it. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. When you go into the word means we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I did it before. Because like Apostle Hall was saying, so he said go into the words. You know what I'm saying? Because then it'll be, because you can't use new speak definitions. You gotta use the speak of that time. You know what I'm saying? That's why concordance and stuff is important. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the Hebrew and the Greek and whatnot, because of various definitions. Now we know and stuff that when it comes down to certain man, is it or is it Saturday or Sunday? I'll check. But we know that when it comes down to uh we know and stuff that so this is the word means. It says to communicate or convey, right? It says to mind. It says express. Yeah, so they keep changing. To be important, to have in mind as a purpose or goal. You know what I'm saying, right? And what's gonna be the goal? I need this, I need that. So guess what? The main thing that Esau eating a full-blood spirit Caucasian, no matter how they look, no matter what ethnicity and stuff they have themselves in. You know what I'm saying, right? You know, the rulers of this world, the elites. You know what I'm saying? The main goal that they have and whatnot and stuff is to seek for the nation of Israel and whatnot to be eradicated and stuff. So the blessing, that was really appointed to the firstborn, which is Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? But was supplanted to Jacob. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get that back. And you got various podcasts and interviews and stuff where they said it's like they want the blessing back. You know what I'm saying? And everything and stuff relates to the Bible. So Revelations 12 and 10 most definitely makes so much sense. Why they such accusers? You know what I'm saying? Because they want the Heavenly Father to be like bad Jacob, bad Jacob, you know, and be like, you no longer stuff, you no longer stuff get to partake and stuff in the blessing that I give and stuff. So therefore, I'm gonna give it to your brother. You know what I'm saying? You see that and stuff in regular parenting and whatnot and stuff, right? You see that in regular parenting, right? You see that in regular parenting and whatnot and stuff, but when it comes down to the Lord, He ain't doing that. You know, say if you got the child and stuff, right? You know, you about to give both of them a cupcake and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You got a child and stuff. That's one child. All right. But you got a child. You got a child that sits up here and say if they got a potty mouth and whatnot, and when they sit up here and say some foul word, you know what I'm saying, be like, see, I was gonna give you a cupcake, but now you can't get it, so I'm gonna give it to your brother and stuff instead. Maybe you'll learn stuff, you know what I'm saying, not to use that potty mouth of yours and whatnot. The Lord ain't doing that shit. You see? And Esau hosts and stuff that the Lord does and stuff, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I claim that. And right? So this is back in Revelations 13. I'm trying to be quick with this. Revelations 13 and 14. And it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Right? Right? And I know the Miriam West, matter of fact, I can get this. It's lucky. I forgot I had this. Man, she did. She was a thick motherfucker. Slim thick too. And means. It says course of action. So when it comes down to majority of the course of action, it's gonna be like, shoot, damn, I got kids to feed. I gotta feed myself. Or I got an elderly individual and whatnot and stuff who need this and need that. They might need medicine. They might need things and stuff to support them. They might need help and assistance and whatnot and stuff, right? You know, when it comes down to the help and assistance and whatnot and stuff, I can't just give them cash. I can't even do it by credit card. I can't do it and stuff by Apple Pay, Google Pay, Android Pay. You know what I'm saying? I can't cash app an individual and stuff this money. You know what I'm saying? So they can sit up here and help the circumstance and stuff of a person, stuff that's in need. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sit up here and have this MOTB, this C hip, micro C hip, just so I can sit up here and make the transaction. Because other than that, anything else and stuff is not working. Everything else is not working. So that's going to be the course of action. So people are going to sit up here and be like, oh, what do I do and what not? Well, we got a new way to pay, right? It says, right, right. So let me grab this right quick. This is, and I don't want to make it too long, right? All right, what is it? 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. It says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So when it comes down to Satan, you know what I'm saying, the physical counterpart and stuff is Esau, even a full-blown spiritual Caucasian, no matter how you look, right? The thing is that when it comes down to the elites of this world, the ones that own the central banks, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be establishing this order and stuff upon the earth, where it's going to be, that's why it's cashless society. You know what I'm saying? That's why everything and stuff is going to be digital. You see, right? The thing is that what they're going to do, pretty much and stuff, what they're going to do is that, yeah, stuff wrong. But pretty much the stuff, what they're going to do, like, so pretty much the stuff is like according to the elites of this world, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have a new circumstance. And that circumstance is that guess what, you're gonna have to have a digital way, you know what I'm saying, just to pay for all the different things that you need and for the things and stuff that you want. You see? Right? And with them controlling and stuff, the system, the society, we in captivity and whatnot and stuff, so we gotta follow their rules. But guess what? That brings in the hour of temptation. You know what I'm saying? And temptation goes in decision making. As it says in it says in Sirach, Ecclesiastes, in Apocrypha, chapter 2, verse 1, it says, my son or daughter, no matter what your age is, no matter how young or old, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And what's going to be the main temptation? Shoot, I don't want to starve. I don't want to be bummy. I don't want to be I don't want to be without. I don't want to be an outcast. I don't want to be this. I don't want to be that. So you're gonna have to decide, meaning you, because that's the only way for you to get blamed. You're gonna have to decide. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to take that MOTB and whatnot and stuff, just so you can have, so you can continue and stuff to maintain function and stuff. Before then, stuff they made this decree. You know what I'm saying, right? Which is an unrighteous decree. You know what I'm saying? Because how things and stuff going already and stuff, everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? But it's more towards further control, right? Like that at the bottom. So this Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And the beast is the system, you know what I'm saying, society. You know what I'm saying, right? And the image and stuff is the New World Order. That's why they're trying to change things over and whatnot to this new world order, so they can work and stuff within the new rules and stuff that they ordain and stuff for their rulership. You see, right? I'm looking at the moon, Salaki, right? Means to those miracles. And when you look at the word miracle, it says an indication, especially ceremonially or supernaturally, miracle, sign, token, wonder. You see, right? So this is going to be a man-made wonder and whatnot and stuff that's going to cause a lot of people and stuff to be like ooh and stuff and want to get it. You see, and guess what they come with? The very things and stuff that's necessary. They're going to use the necessity and stuff just for this world and stuff. And what is that? It's convenient, it's fast, you go in and out, you don't have to wait, right? What's the preludes and whatnot when it comes down to convenience? The venture card, how you can tap and go. You know what I'm saying? The Amazon Go, where you was able to walk in and walk out. You know what I'm saying? That's convenient, right? Easy, right? What's the other thing? Uh, the other is like, let me take my book bag off. I had this motherfucker on for days, bro. I mean, not for days, but for a long ass time. Right? So then, what's the other thing? But what's the other thing and stuff? It's gonna be security. You know what I'm saying? Which is part of convenience as well, security and stuff. Guess what? Can't nobody come in your crib and stuff because it's registered and stuff to the MOTB and stuff in your hand or your arm or your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Or in your forehead. You know what I'm saying? I know when it come down to Cerebro, when it come down to X-Men and whatnot, how they got a scan and stuff, the eyes of Xavier, Jean Grey. You know what I'm saying? And Mystique has her ways. You know what I'm saying? To get up in there, right? And I think Magneto and stuff most definitely still has like access to. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to the other movies. But when it come down to and stuff, right? When it come down to Xavier, they gotta scan his eye and whatnot and stuff just so they can get up in there. You know what I'm saying, right? Well, that looks raw. But at the same time and stuff, it's not gonna be the scanning of your eye and the formation of your eye. That's biometrics. You know what I'm saying, right? They want to go beyond biometrics. You know what I'm saying? Beyond biometrics and stuff is the fact that guess what? They're gonna want to sit up here and see if you got a device and stuff within your body and stuff to see if you are accessible and stuff to whatever it is stuff you're trying to achieve or open or be open onto you. You see, right? And the thing is that that's gonna look like a miracle and stuff. Why? Because nobody else have access but you, personal to yourself. You know, one and only. It's gonna look original. But the thing is that it's not. You see, you know, or if it is original stuff, it's gonna be originally and stuff for your destruction. You see, and that's what we need to escape from. You see, yeah, it's gonna look good and stuff, bright lights and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? The end all be all and stuff is gonna be the fact that it's like, yeah, you quickly and stuff got a little relief and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? It came with a grand consequence, and that's why you don't want to deal. And there's various other ways too. Remember, like Apostle Hart said himself, all they want to do and stuff is make technology and stuff smaller and smaller. You know what I'm saying, right? And guess what? They got something as stuff as small as people. You know what I'm saying? Pico better, it's slower than nano. Pico is better. Pico is smaller than nano, and nano is smaller than micro. You see, right? And the thing is that they keep making things small and stuff. And when I found out this information and stuff, it's like, why would they create that and stuff? Because they expect you to slip. You see? Now, when it comes down to the angels and whatnot, so yes, they're going to protect the elect. You know what I'm saying? 144,000 to one-third and innumerable multitude, right? The thing is that the reason why they doing that stuff, think about it. Bill Gates, professional and stuff, you know what I'm saying? World prodigy and stuff when it comes down to computers, and he's in medicine. He's in food now, too, right? And why is that and stuff? Because why do you got transhumanism? They doing the same thing and stuff when it comes down to the foods and the things and stuff that we intake when it comes down to our bodies. You know what I'm saying? You see, that's why you got you got GMO, genetically modified organisms. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? That's going to be the new modification. You know what I'm saying? You got 3D printing. You know what I'm saying? Where they print the food and stuff within the lab grown meat and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then all those lab grown meat, whether it's chicken, beef, lamb, quail, you know what I'm saying? Pork, shrimp, lobster, crab, catfish for the motherfuckers and stuff who still eat that unlawful foods and whatnot and stuff, even in the vegetation and whatnot and stuff. And what's the whole thing? It's because they want the blessing. And I'm finna stay on Revelations 13. I know, right? When it come down to Revelations 13 and stuff, it's like 13 and 14. The miracles and stuff, it's like, oh, it can do that. It can do this, it can do that. And you're gonna have volunteers out there and stuff just expressing and stuff just so they can further and stuff the product. You know what I'm saying, right? I forget what they call it. They call it a specific thing. Yeah, some bonds over there. But they call it a specific thing advertisement. You know what I'm saying? They will use a person and stuff to advertise. You know how what is in the stuff, you'll go to a certain facility and whatnot, and they'll get you they'll pay you and stuff to try new things. You know what I'm saying? Right? They probably got a prototype and stuff when it come down to machinery, prototype and stuff when it come down to like certain drinks or foods and whatnot, certain chips and whatnot and stuff, and they'll make recommendations and stuff where they'll write down and stuff, different what they call them, charts and whatnot and stuff to see if they gonna promote it and whatnot. Well, guess what? You got that shit out there. Human experimentation. You know what I'm saying? Why you got people and stuff that personally volunteer. You know what I'm saying? To do that, right? Because other than that, so they do it on animals, but when it come down to people and stuff, it's like, shoot, do you want to whoop the woo? And usually and stuff, what it be? Guess what? We'll give you some money and stuff for it, you know, right? And they still got it to this day, and so you see it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Various other things and whatnot and stuff, but it's the same method. And the thing is that what they want, you know what I'm saying? They want to try it out and see it and stuff, and if things work all well and whatnot and stuff, then guess what? They're gonna present this stuff to the world. You see? And it's gonna be the hour of temptation and stuff for everybody and stuff that's on the earth. You see? Because when you go into that word earth and stuff, it goes into oinkomene, you know what I'm saying, which means inhabitants and stuff on the earth. Not just in North America, but anywhere but land is and stuff where motherfuckers walk, piss, shit, and woo the woo in, right? So that's what it's going to be. So this Revelations 13 and 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And when you go into that word deceive, right, it says properly calls to, you know what I'm saying, right? And virtue and stuff goes into good morals and stuff. So guess what? They want you to think that it's a moral, good decision and stuff to sit up here and take the MOTB, right? It says go astray from what the truth, deceive, err, seduce, wander, be out of the way. So right off the rip and whatnot, you know what that means? That means is that they already know and stuff that it's going off if you get it. But guess what? They're gonna soup it up. They're gonna make it seem so great and whatnot and stuff. Where it's like, oh, you telling me and stuff, I don't have to get no headphones no more. You know what I'm saying? That I could press my fingers and stuff a certain type of way, or twitch my nose and stuff, or use my mind and stuff to turn up the volume. A lot of people gonna be like, ooh, ah. You got old girl and stuff, they showed it where she was able to use her pinky finger and stuff and her thumb and stuff like a fucking phone and stuff, and she literally called her mom. You know what I'm saying? Transhumanism and stuff is gonna look fucking raw to people. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to World Health, World Economic Forum, you know what I'm saying? When they was doing their interview and stuff for PowerPoint, they was sitting up here saying, it's like, guess what? A lot of people gonna be like, oh, we could do spiritual, we could do superpowers and whatnot, and it's gonna cause people and stuff to want to do it. Isn't that not in DC and Marvel and stuff? You got Brainiac, you know what I'm saying? Cyborg, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what was the movie? What's that video game and stuff? It's called Watch Dogs, where old boy able to do anything and stuff when it come down to his phone. But imagine if you don't have to have a phone and stuff, you can just do it with your mind. A lot of people won't be like, "Ooh, that's cool, that's cool." And I say it like this: when it come down to homosexuality and stuff, you know what they did and stuff to make you more comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Right? What they did was is that they made it funny, right? They made it funny. They make jokes on it and stuff so you could be more accepting to it and stuff, right? Well, they doing the same thing when it comes down to these various things and stuff that's outside the body, that's outside of what the body can actually do. You know what I'm saying? That can look upon supernatural, even though it's alternative. You know what I'm saying? It's machinery and whatnot and stuff, right? No matter how small, the thing is that it looks great. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, a lot of people won't be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What's his name? Remember the movie Inspector Gadget? You know what I'm saying? With his hands and his fingers and stuff, it looked like regular flesh and stuff. But guess what? His index finger and stuff can turn into a pinky. His hat and stuff turned into a helicopter and stuff so he can fly. You know what I'm saying? That's what they trying to do. And guess what? Inspector Gadget, man, for the fact that it's coming to mind and stuff, man, that was an old ass movie and stuff. I was young as hell and stuff when that movie came out. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of the movies and stuff that I like and stuff. But it's like, shoot, they was already endorsing transhumanism and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Subliminally and stuff, where it would be more acceptable. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, just like how they make homosexuality and stuff, they try to make it fun and stuff so it could seem more friendly and stuff and friendly and stuff and not so opposing. It's gonna be the same way and stuff with transhumanism, where it's gonna be like, yeah, I can do that. I can do whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to put my lips and stuff on the gas tank and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Suck for dear life and stuff just so I can gas out of somebody else's tank, and I'm talking about ciphering oil. Or ciphering gasoline and whatnot and stuff, right? Or when it comes down to the matrix, that's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? An implementation and whatnot and stuff to be like, oh, to be more accepting and stuff to when they actually roll it out and stuff, right, to the public. You know what I'm saying? That's transhumanism too. They needed something. They needed something electronic and stuff stuck in their mouth. They had a little port and stuff in the back of their neck. And the thing is, they needed some big ass needle and stuff that was connected to a computer and stuff so they can be part of the program. You see? You know what I'm saying? Because reality and stuff was considered a program. You know what I'm saying? About Machine City. You see? Right? Which is various things and whatnot and stuff. But that's what they're trying to do. So this is Revelations 13 and 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Meaning that guess what? Something's going to entice you. And you're going to be like, you know what? I want that. I didn't like when they came out with you had the big ass flat inch TV and whatnot and stuff. But when they came out with the curved TV and stuff, where you could sit down and stuff at any part of the couch and whatnot and stuff, and it still looked like and stuff if you were sitting in the middle of the couch and stuff, looking straight at the TV and whatnot and stuff, they entice people and stuff to get the curved TV. You see? So this is Revelation 13 and 14. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast society, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to an image which is the new world order. You know what I'm saying, right? Meaning this is going to be the reason and stuff that they use and stuff to bring forth the calls to the beast society, which had the womb by his sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you're going to have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying, right? But guess what? That choice is going to be presented. And when it comes down to like a lot of my scoffers, when it comes down to my scoffers, a lot of it's like, oh, we can deceive you any type of way and stuff. It's like, no. When it come down to it and stuff, guess what? It's gonna bring it out. Verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So guess what? Your life is going to be online. It's going to be life threatening, right? Let's see how it is going to be life threatening. Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all. Now I'm gonna get that word causeth, right? Poyo, right? And it says to make. You know what I'm saying? Or to do. Now a lot of people and stuff is like, well, I'm gonna sit up here and force it. Somebody asked Apostle Bar, you know what I'm saying? Somebody asked the elder brother, Elder Barra from GMS Chicago. And the thing is that, you know, most people and stuff will sit up here and be like, oh, you're not part of the elect and whatnot and stuff, right? But it says out in temptation. So let's get the word temptation right quick. Or tempt, right? That's the root word and stuff of temptation, right? It says of the devil, flesh, draw or entice to evil or sin. You see? And a lot of people stuff is like, well, the MOTB and stuff, it's not a sin and whatnot. Getting it is a sin. How you gotta attain and stuff is a sin. You see? Because guess what? They don't want you stuff to put it in your pocket, pull it out and stuff, scan it and stuff, and be about your day with your groceries. They want it in your hand or in your forehead. You see? And it says lure someone from God's law. Right? And once again, in order to get in stuff, because they want to impale you, they want to grab you. That's why brothers and stuff talk about the charagma. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Greek definition and stuff of the word mark in the Revelation stuff, the 13th chapter. And charagma means incision. So therefore, guess what? They got to break skin. They got to make a cave. They got to make a hole. You know what I'm saying? They got to cut your flesh and stuff in order for you to have this. Because if it's any other type of way and stuff, they don't want that. Because think about it. If they already got the MOTB and stuff within the cards where you got to stick it in and stuff and put in your pen, you know what I'm saying, right? Then what would be the point of something coming some other type of way? That's because this new way, which is the same way and stuff, but a brand new way and stuff, which is supposed to work faster. The thing is that they want it in your flesh. You see? Because it makes them feel like the stuff that they're God.
I like it.
The whole time they're not.
The prices blow my mind. I feel so rich. I feel like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I get it straight from Jamaicans. I'm shopping like a billionaire.
Right, so it says,
Download the Temu app and shop like a billionaire.
and it says be alluring or seductive. And what's gonna be so seductive and stuff about the MOTB? The fact that, guess what? If you don't partake in stuff, then guess what? You're gonna fucking die. That's why I said should be killed. You know? Because look, they don't have to necessarily kill you. They don't have to put you in no concentration camp and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't have to put you in no FEMA camp or anything and whatnot and stuff. It's like if you're not gonna be able to partake in stuff and be able to do this, that, and the third, then you messed up. And when it comes down to the Moderna, it's like not the Moderna. When they sit up here and with Bill Gates and stuff, convince the government and stuff to put the lowercase m capitalized R N A and whatnot and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is no different from the Pfizer, the Moderna. You know what I'm saying? The Johnson & Johnson, you know, they outlawed that and stuff. I wonder why. But then at the same time, they putting that shit and stuff in the air. And we already know and stuff when it come down to chemtrails and stuff, it breaks down the immune system. You know what I'm saying? So even if it's airbound and whatnot and stuff, it still fucks people over. So at the same time, they want to put that and stuff in the air. But remember, Bill Gates and stuff is a nigga who know about computers, not medicine. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got no profession and stuff till this day. And remember and stuff, when it came down to the shots, he was sitting up here saying that he wouldn't give his own children to it, but then he advised other people and stuff to allow their children and stuff to get it. You see? That's the fucking enemy. Never trust our enemy, right? So the thing is that they're going to try to, when it come down to deceit, you still got to be tempted. You know what I'm saying? You got this one dude, it's like, I know I'm doing a lot of talking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna hurry up. You had this one dude and whatnot and stuff, and they was in Trinidad, right? And he had $10,000 and stuff worth and stuff, and I think him and this woman was on vacation. What ended up happening and stuff? You had some dude come out of nowhere and finesse. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the reason why I use finesse and stuff is deceit. Supplant means to draw out, right? So, and I know how it can seem similar and whatnot and stuff, but finesse usually be one-sided and stuff in judgment, where one person stuff get what they want, the other person stuff get bamboozled. But when it come down to supplant, everybody, both sides and stuff get what they want. You see, right? So when it come down to being finesse, old boy got finesse and stuff. Where he got $10,000 stuff in Chinese money and stuff, and they over in Trinidad can't use that shit at all. It's not funny, but it's like damn, right? So when it come down to and stuff, they're gonna have to seduce you. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And the scriptures talk about seducing spirits. And guess what? Them seducing spirits and stuff are not just gonna be Satan and demons stuff messing with your mind and
Enviar dinero a
whatnot.
México es
Guess what? It's
sencillo con
gonna
la app
also
de
be
Remiti. Envía
Satan and
dinero a
demons
Banco
messing with the
Azteca
minds
o a
of
una
others and
sucursal
stuff
de
to try to
Electra hoy
persuade
mismo.
you. And as it says in First Maccabees 1:11 stuff, there should be evil men out of Israel persuading those and stuff to make a covenant and stuff with the heathen. And what the heathen is trying to bring forth. You know what I'm saying? You know, the MOTB. So you're gonna have to make that decision stuff for yourself. All those other ways and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna do it that way and stuff. Oh, this motherfucker ain't gonna make it and stuff if it happens this way or that way and stuff. No, it's already a fixed way of how things and stuff is gonna happen. You see, in order for you to get judged. You see, remember the Lord said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So guess what? It gotta be presented to you, knowing what it is. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what it is, right? Not no other products. It's gonna come straight up, and that's why when they make it mandatory and stuff, they're gonna have these micro C-hip stations. You know what I'm saying? Where they gonna have it and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying, to get it. You got that one video and stuff where you got old girl. She was sitting up here talking about she was getting comments and stuff how she was taking the MOTB and whatnot and stuff with the wound she getting the mark of the devil and whatnot, what she was. And the thing is that she ain't think anything of it. You know what I'm saying? Right? She was being deceived because she ain't look at that. She looked at that device and stuff as nothing different She looked at the devices stuff. It's nothing different as a computer, a cell phone, smartphone. She didn't look at it as no different. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, I can make it accessible and stuff, but now you're a cyborg and stuff because now you have human, have machine. You see? You know, and it look cool and whatnot and stuff, and that access and stuff that you have and whatnot and stuff. The thing is that it's temporarily fun and stuff until it brings until you recognize and stuff the damnation stuff is gonna bring, which is thermonuclear fire. You see, which all of us and stuff who know about the MOTB, we escape from it to the best of our ability. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? Or the things and stuff that would entice us and stuff to get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, our temptation. We saw and stuff goes into decision making. You see? Right? So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, right? That free and bond and stuff, right? When it comes down to the bond, you know what they do? It's like, look, and that's talking about people that's incarcerated and stuff. If you want your sentence shortened and stuff, take this, you know, right? And you got various other things, mashed with the wool. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the you know, the different sizes and stuff. You know what I'm saying, on how they want to do it and whatnot. And you also got MOTBs and stuff. They got various other what's it called, rules and regulations and stuff. You know what I'm saying, or procedures or not procedures, but things and stuff that come with it. You know what I'm saying, different benefits and whatnot and stuff. And don't take it at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, I can't buy and sell with it and whatnot and stuff. Still don't take it and stuff. Why? Because the Lord said, don't make any cuts in thy flesh. That's what vegetation is out here for. You know what I'm saying? And that's really for healing. You see? Right? Impalement and stuff should only be sex and stuff between a man and a woman. Right? But nothing else. Unless you at war and stuff, you trying to kill somebody and stuff, right? But this gonna be a slow death. And the thing is that you don't want to die and stuff. You want the Lord to save you and stuff, so don't take it. You see? Right? So it's Revelations 13 and 16 says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right? And as it says, charagma, incision, right? Sculpted, right? To chisel in, right? I mean, they got to cut the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Make some type of breakage and stuff for it to be in your body, right? It says, it says, it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, from it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It says, meaning your brain. It says that no man might buy or sell. So guess what? Those are the conditions. You got on, in order to be able to buy and sell, you can't use cash, can't use credit cards, debit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Android Pay and stuff. You can't make them, or even with the Fed now and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna bring that out too. But when it comes down to that and stuff, that's gonna be a prelude and whatnot and stuff. And when it in the prelude and stuff, it's like, well, if you're not uh, 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 if you're not going by the Fed now and stuff, or if there's something and stuff that you're saying and stuff against society and stuff and the agenda and stuff of this world and stuff through Fed now and stuff, they'll cut your shit off. It's almost like freezing your account, right? It's almost like freezing your account. But then at the same time and stuff, the thing is that, you know, when they switch it over to the MOTB and whatnot and stuff, it's like, well, we got your check, we got your money and stuff, you know what I'm saying? This prize possession and stuff, this prize money and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the wool, or you run the lottery and whatnot and stuff, but you ain't gonna get no check. That shit gonna be on that device. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to attain and stuff, or hear and stuff, or partake and stuff in this money, you gonna have to sit up here and take this. And guess what? We're gonna have to surgically and stuff put it in you. No matter how small it is, we're gonna have to surgically put it within you. You see, and if we can't surgically and stuff, if you decide to not agree to surgically and stuff, get it placed up in you and whatnot in your body and stuff, no matter where it is and stuff that you wanted. The thing is that guess what? You're not going to partake in this money. So imagine stuff. You know, you see the lottery, the amount of stuff that you get and stuff when you get the Powerball and whatnot, and that amount of stuff be like, I got a mosquito bite. Um, you know, they ain't gonna work either and stuff because we already know and stuff. A lot of them still got drones that's small as mosquitoes. But when it comes down to it and stuff, it's like this. When it comes down to the Powerball and stuff be 200 million, 200 million and whatnot and stuff, right? Or sometimes even more than that. thing is that you can win lottery and all that stuff, right? But if you don't have that MOTB and stuff in your body and stuff, guess what? You ain't gonna be able to partake. You see? And that's what they want, right? It says, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So buy and sell, showing that it's going to be the new monetary system. This is going to be the new way and stuff to how this is going to be the new way and stuff to use money. So if you don't have it this way, then guess what? You ain't going to make it no purchase, and you ain't selling shit to nobody. You know, you know. You know, when it come down to it, everybody more likely been in this position and stuff where you had the chance and stuff to buy some drugs and stuff sometime in your life. You know what I'm saying? Marijuana and stuff, even though it's a plant and stuff, but they call it a drug. When it come down to it and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you came up short and stuff on money and stuff, so you try to find some other type of way and stuff to pay them and stuff, and they was like they wasn't going. Well, guess what? It's gonna be the same way. In order for the exchanging and stuff of credits and whatnot and stuff, you're going to have to sit up here and have something that's entitled and stuff to the agenda in this system, you know what I'm saying, or society and whatnot and stuff that they deem to be okay, or something that's useful and whatnot to make transactions and stuff properly and stuff in their eyes. And you're going to have the MOTV. Right, so it says verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And when it comes down to the scanning process and stuff with the MOTB, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be the same way like a barcode and whatnot. They scan the barcode, they going to scan you. So therefore and stuff, if you don't have that and stuff, guess what? You ain't buying shit. I remember this old dude and stuff, right? And I'm closed out soon. You had this old dude, right? Call all you like about Yahawah Kakadashi. You had this old dude, he came in and stuff with his coinage, what I'm saying, to get him some cherries and whatnot, strawberries and whatnot. And the people was telling him, it's like, nah, you can't use that, you can't use that. He was like, well, I used my coinage, what I'm saying, I used my money. I forget what word and stuff they used, but he was like, look, I used this, I used the stuff, the things and stuff that currently and stuff that I have and whatnot and stuff. And they were saying that he couldn't have that and stuff. And that nigga just walked out and stuff the store, what I'm saying, thinking he made a comeback and stuff or achievement, what I'm saying, while he was eating while the employees and stuff was over here recording him and stuff. And it's like he just stole something and stuff when the whole time and stuff he paid for it, I'm saying, had the right money and stuff, the tax and everything, right? He paid for it, the tax and everything. He paid for it. But that wasn't the way to pay. You had to have a card. It had to be digital. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't use, I want to say fuse and stuff. That's what he said. But he couldn't use cash or coinage. You know what I'm saying? Right? It had to be digital. So soon, the digital and stuff way that you can pay, it ain't gonna be that way. You gonna have to sit up here and have that micro C-hip and stuff, as small as a grain of rice and stuff within your hand or within your forehead and stuff, just so you can make payments. See, guess what? It's gonna be all by choice. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, you're not gonna be able to partake in stuff in society. See? So when it comes down to people and stuff where it's like, oh, we're gonna make you woot the woo, we already know and stuff what the making of it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not being strapped down and woot the woo, what I'm saying, and getting forced upon you and stuff, what I'm saying, like the Alien versus Predator and stuff when they force some shit and stuff in his head and stuff with some with a MOTB and stuff with it in his head and stuff, right? With that long ass needle. Nah, it's not gonna happen that way. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the fact that guess what? You're gonna get casted out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use peer pressure and stuff. You want to partake with everybody else. You don't want to be in the corner. You want to get laughed at and stuff. Well, you're going to have to take the MOTB just like everybody else and stuff in order for you to function, so you won't feel a certain type of way. Or so you won't be ousted out and stuff for your needs and your wants. You see? Your credentials going to be that MOTB. And if you don't get it, then guess what? You ain't going to partake in stuff in society and stuff, which is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahawah Shem Yahshai stuff is going to provide for you. You see? And ultimately and stuff, you be reading the book of life and stuff. Why? Because you ain't get it. Remember, you got to commit high treason. And high treason and stuff is the fact that you got to come against the government. And if you're an Israelite, Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, or Israelite who outward appearance is that of a heathen, you know what I'm saying? Your source of treason and stuff, it's going to be the same thing. So they got the curse and stuff placed upon us. You're going to have to come against the Lord. And what's coming against the Lord? Getting that MOTB. Because then you'll be announcing stuff, someone else being your God and your power and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? While you're denouncing stuff, Yahawah Shah, which is something you don't want to do. You see? Because no man on this earth and stuff, nor technology and stuff can save your life and stuff from the missiles. Only Yahawah and Yahawah Shah can. Yahweh Shah gonna pick us up, but Yahweh and stuff ordained and stuff, who's not gonna take it, and we hope to be one of those and stuff who don't take it. You see? Right? So I know this video and stuff was long, even though I try to make it short, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not good at it. Practice makes perfect. I pray for it, you know what I'm saying, right? But when it comes down to it and stuff, you know, there's nothing to worry about. In order for you to get judged, you got to make that decision. And how I know is because of this. Now I'm going to close out with this. This is Ezekiel 18. It says Ezekiel 18, and I'm going to read up. Ezekiel 18 and 14. I'm going to read it fast. It says, now, lo, meaning look, if he begat a son, meaning your father. It says, that seeth all his father's sins which he had done, and considereth and doeth not such like. Meaning, guess what? He see his father and stuff do certain things that's wrong, but it's like the son and stuff is not partaking. It goes the same way and stuff with the daughter and the mother. It goes the same way and stuff as the father and stuff and the daughter. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a way and stuff, or even somebody and stuff that's not related to you. You know what I'm saying? You see them doing wrong. Remember, monkey see, monkey do. The thing is that you don't monkey see and monkey do. You know what I'm saying? Not calling you a monkey. The thing is that you see somebody do something wrong, you don't copy it, right? So it's Ezekiel 18 and 14. It says, now, lo, look, if he begat a son that seeth all his father's sins, which he had done, and considereth and doeth not such like, that have not eaten upon the mountains. You know what I'm saying? You know, meaning you know, the worship of other gods and stuff, or things pertaining to other gods, idolatry. It says, neither have lifted up his eyes to idols of the house of Israel, have not defiled his neighbor's wife, meaning to have sex with her. It says, neither have oppressed, you know what I'm saying, which is another Israelite, or even a heathen stuff. You know what I'm saying? Adultery is adultery. Verse 16. It says, neither have oppressed any, have not withholden the pledge, neither have spoiled by violence, but spoil means to rob, you know what I'm saying, gunpoint, or to hurt you, you know what I'm saying, to rob you and stuff by hurt. It says, but have given, or even other ways too, because that still hurts you, right? Robbery still hurts a person. It says, but have given his bread to the hungry. It says, and have covered the naked with a garment. It says, that have taken off his hand from the poor. It says, that have not received usury nor increase, have executed my judgments, have walked in my statutes. He shall not die, for the iniquity of his father. It says, he shall surely live. And that shows and stuff that, guess what? You got to do it. In order for you to get judged and stuff, when it comes down to the MOTB, you have to decide that this is what you want. So when it comes down to that squeeze and stuff, people are going to be like, I can't take it anymore. And they're going to up and decide and stuff to get it. You know what I'm saying? Whether they do it for their wife, for their children, or any type of attachments that they have when it comes down to this world that they can't leave off from, like Lot's wife, they're going to sit up here and decide. Just like Lot's wife and stuff, she decided stuff to turn around. She ain't decided stuff to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you ain't bothering me and stuff with that 2-3. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't going to do that shit to me. I'm going to tell you right now. Scripture says, prove all things, right? And I'm not coming with opinion. I'm coming with facts, because the Lord stuff with the spirit within me. Yahweh Shai is found within me and stuff, and other brothers. You see? Right? And remember, once again, the Lord is not an author in confusion. You know what I'm saying? You know? Right? In order for him to be a fair God and stuff, what did he do? He gave us the choice. Take it to MOTB. The brother Zahab said it too. And I did a video on it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice. You know? And it's not going to be something that's like, well, you did so much bad stuff in the past and stuff. If it finally caught up with you and stuff, the getting the MOTB and stuff is not going to be a karma thing. or you get what you deserve and whatnot. No, it's not going to be a karma thing. Karma thing. You had to get it. You had to decide for it and stuff. Why? Because you can't deal with the circumstances and stuff that you can't deal. You can't deal with the circumstances with you can't deal with the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That you will have to deal with stuff without having MOTB. How the video was that a final?